I never thought I'd write this, let alone admit it to myself, but here I am, staring at the blinking cursor as if it might make the words easier to say. I've carried this feeling for years, hidden deep inside where I thought it would be safe. But it wasn't safe, it only grew, silently consuming me, until I couldn't ignore it any longer. It all started with that afternoon we spent at the lake. Do you remember? The sky was turning orange, and the water shimmered under the fading sunlight. We were sitting by the shore, laughing at nothing, just enjoying the way the world felt still around us. You had this way of making time stop, of making everything feel simple when it wasn't. I think that's when I knew. I didn't say anything that day. I told myself it wasn't the right time, that I didn't want to ruin what we had. But the truth is, I was scared that you wouldn't feel the same. Scared that if I told you, everything between us would change. And maybe, deep down, I was afraid you already knew. That you'd seen the way I looked at you when you weren't paying attention. Or how my heart raced whenever you smiled in my direction. I kept waiting for the right moment, but it never came. Days turned into weeks, then months, and somehow, years passed without a word. I watched you live your life, and I convinced myself that I was happy just being a part of it, even from a distance. I was the friend you could count on, the one who listened to your stories, who celebrated your victories, who quietly loved you from the shadows. But now, I realize that not telling you was the greatest mistake of my life. Every time I see you, the weight of the unsaid grows heavier. And though I've tried to move on, no one else has ever made me feel the way you do. I don't know if you'll ever read this. I don't know if I'll ever be brave enough to send it. But if I don't say it now, even to myself, I might never be able to let go. I love you, I always have. And no matter what happens from here, at least I finally said it. Yours always.